Hey friends, imagine standing at the foot of a seemingly endless mountain. Your legs are heavy, your mind clouded, and your spirit drained. You've been climbing for what feels like forever, and yet the summit remains out of sight. This is what burnout feels like, a deep exhaustion that seeps into every part of your being. But here's the good news. Burnout is not the end of the road. You don't have to stay stuck in that place. There is a way off the treadmill of endless effort, finding balance, and reigniting the spark within you. Today I'll guide you through the science and strategies that will help you overcome burnout and rediscover the energy and passion that make life worth living. Burnout is not just a buzzword. It's a scientifically recognized condition. The World Health Organization classifies burnout as an occupational phenomenon resulting from chronic workplace stress that hasn't been successfully managed. It manifests as three major symptoms: exhaustion, cynicism, and feelings of reduced efficacy. You've likely experienced it in one form or another, but the good news is that burnout doesn't have to be permanent. With the right strategies, you can reverse its effects and regain control over your life. Now, one of the most powerful tools in combating burnout is self-care. This isn't just about bubble baths or Netflix binges. It's about true restorative care. According to studies, engaging in regular self-care practices like mindfulness, exercise, and sleep hygiene reduces stress and strengthens the body's ability to handle future challenges. Now, when we neglect self-care, our stress hormone, cortisol, remains elevated for longer periods, which leads to fatigue, weakened immune function, and impaired memory. Simple acts like going for a walk in nature or practicing deep breathing can reset your nervous system, lower your cortisol levels, and give your mind and body a chance to recover. Self-care replenishes your emotional energy, allowing you to be more present and effective in all areas of your life. So next, let's discuss the importance of setting boundaries. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that lack of boundaries is a key contributor to burnout. When you overextend yourself, whether by taking too many tasks at work or neglecting personal time for rest, your mental bandwidth shrinks. Setting boundaries isn't about shutting people out. It's about protecting your capacity to engage meaningfully. Now, when you say no to unnecessary demands, you're saying yes to your own mental health. It's also been proven that workers who set clear boundaries are more productive and less likely to experience job dissatisfaction. A critical skill in this process is learning to say no. Saying no isn't selfish, it's a form of self-respect. Psychologically, when we say yes to everything, we fall into the trap of what's known as the pleasure paradox. The more we try to please everyone, the less satisfaction we actually feel. Studies in cognitive psychology reveal that constantly agreeing to new tasks leads to decision fatigue, which increases stress and diminishes our ability to perform well in any of the tasks we've taken on. Learning to say no empowers you to focus on what truly matters and contributes to your long-term well-being. Now, every time you prioritize your needs, you strengthen your capacity to offer more meaningful contributions when it counts. Now, it's also important to understand that burnout is not just physical, it's emotional and mental. The body of research in neuroscience shows that when we're chronically stressed, the brain's amygdala, the area responsible for emotions, enlarges, while the prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making, shrinks. Now, this imbalance can lead to feeling overwhelmed, anxious, and trapped. The solution lies in fostering balance. Now, balance doesn't mean equal distribution of time across all activities, but finding a rhythm that sustains your energy and passion. This may mean carving out time for creative pursuits, connection with loved ones, or simply solitude. The key is to recognize that your body, mind, and spirit all need attention, and balance is about nurturing them all. Finally, remember, life is not a race, it's a journey. Psychological research from the field of positive psychology reminds us that happiness and fulfillment come from savoring the process, not just achieving the goal. The more we focus on the present moment and the experiences that fill our lives with meaning, the more resilient we build ourselves up against burnout. Now, practices like gratitude, journaling, and mindfulness meditation have been shown to shift our brain's focus from stress to appreciation, rewiring neural pathways that enhance overall well-being. So, now, as you take a step back and reflect, I'd like you to ask yourself, what's one thing that you can do today to restore balance in your life? Maybe it's setting a boundary with a colleague, or scheduling 15 minutes for meditation, or it could simply be saying no to something that doesn't serve you. Science shows us that it's not about massive changes. It's the small, consistent actions that create lasting results. So, burnout doesn't have to define you. Balance does. Life is not about how much you accomplish in the shortest time, but how well you nurture yourself along the way. And as you navigate your journey, remember that the mountain may seem high, but with balance, self-care, and boundaries, you'll find not only the strength to climb, but the ability to enjoy the view along the way. And if anybody can do it, you can. I care about you, friends. I think you're beautiful and amazing. I'm going to be back tomorrow with some more good stuff. Have a great day.